Yo, narratively speaking, this shit isn't bad, dude. This is not bad at all, dude. It just keeps getting deeper. And apparently, there's no time travel rules in the MCU now. Apparently, you can just go through time willy nilly and it doesn't change anything. And there's still some inhuman shit going on. It's just remixed. There's still very much inhuman shit going on here. It's just different. Like, it takes imagination to come up with the shit they came up with for Kamala's story. And that doesn't go underappreciated at all. They didn't just slap shit together and be like, yeah, here. We didn't go with a comic book story for the hell of it, so here's just some shit. And you're just gonna have to like it. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at first. Because I didn't get it. But then they started explaining. They started digging. Okay, so Kamala is in 1940s Pakistan for some reason. But what she went through is known as a closed loop. If you saw Tenet, that's kind of what's going on. Destiny plays a role. This is Aisha after they recovered the bangle from the Ten Ring site. Yeah, this is Kamala's great granddad. This is the story of her great granddad and her great grandma. Did we have to spend almost the whole episode with them? No, but it goes back to me saying how much I like that they went deeper into the legacy of the Khans. Would the episode have been better if they had cut the time we spent with these two? I mean, if you were just waiting for the episode to be over with, okay. For the sake of lore, I'm glad they went this far. So you're just gonna eat the man's food. Like, I tried being nice, but you want to be defensive, so now I gotta interrogate you. Ah, there's that phrase. What you seek is seeking you. Now, how that affected the bangle in the end? Like, Grandma's painting. Looking just like Grandma's painting. And, yo, how long were they... How long has it been? Because it doesn't look like a whole lot of time passed. I'm thinking like by the end of the year. Like by the end of the year, they hit it. This is coming across as, if I can't make money, you can't make money. It's not the way to be. I understand. But it's kind of hater shit. Najma came to see her. That woman, man. It's a good story. I think people just set their expectations too high. Yo, where does that thing come from, dude? Come Secret Invasion, we're going to have some answers. Like, it'll be a side story. They could bring it up in the Marvels. It could be like a side story in the Marvels. It's going to come up again. It's going to come up. It's been speculated that Dane Whitman has the other one in the museum he works at. But that's in London, I think. So it's not likely Kamala would get a hold of it in the finale. But when and if she does get it, it'll be Secret Invasion or the Marvels. They can't just leave that alone after this is over. Because Najma can sense the Noor. That's the only reason why she keeps popping up wherever the bangle is. But so, maybe I'd have been like, yo, where you been, man? I was looking for you. I was going to give it to you, then bounce. It won't work. Does she mean that having two bangles won't take the veil down? That's the only thing it could mean to me. See, now I'm curious to know what happens when you have both bangles. Yeah, it's the story. The story came from two different mouths earlier in the series, and now we're finally seeing it play out. But the twist is that Kamala was not only there for it, it's like she was destined to be there for it. That's why she says, it was me. And she blessed the picture with the phrase, what you seek is seeking you. And then the bangle reacts to it. And now here's Kamala, about to be where she was meant to be. It's a loop, a closed loop. Like, Aisha knows that's her great granddaughter. That's wild. Like, MCU doesn't have time travel rules anymore. But this doesn't affect the timeline as we know it, or any other timelines. That's why it's a closed loop. It's like that was the Nexus event that made sure Kamala inherited the bangle. Because if grandma doesn't get back to great granddad, then Kamala's mom can't be born, and then Kamala can't. It's a lineage. They got lineage up in this shit. Kamala's powers go way back. I like it. I'm sold, man. I like it. It's more than just her being an inhuman and she just needed Terrigenesis to unlock her abilities. It's deeper than that. The Trail of Stars. When you think about it, it's weird. It's a little, it's like Tenet. I saw maybe 30 minutes of it, maybe 45. I probably didn't watch a whole hour of that movie, but it's shit that I like because it gets the gears turning. It's a total mind fuck. She did her job. Now she's going back. That's funny. That's funny. Talk about microchipping. The Veil. That's supposed to be Terrigenesis. Except they're all clandestine. So they should be good, right? No. You go through a cocoon phase, and if you're an inhuman, you'll come out with powers. If you're not an inhuman, then you die. But it looks like the clandestines are dying regardless. Iman didn't exactly sell me on the tears here, but you get it. You get it. It's fine. You took that from her. Dude, she tried to kill you. Okay, so Kamran is getting powers now because his mom did the whole data transfer thing. And he had powers in the comics too. Except his whole body was basically energy. But the same color scheme as that. But it looks like, I don't know, like the same powers as Kamala, just different colors. Grandma knows what's up. So are all moms aunties in this culture? Like you don't say ma'am, you say auntie. Like ma'am just sounds too formal, but you don't go around calling all women auntie. We're like, who the hell are you? Like that's big. And that's just like Hawkeye in Endgame when he brought the baseball mitt back. Family, heritage. That's been the main vibe of this whole series. Why's the U.S. government on his ass? Another piece for her costume. Her sash. I think she's the first character in the MCU who got her costume piece by piece. And the necklace. This works. This works because that's her own thing. In the comics, that was Carol Danvers' thing when she was Miss Marvel. But in this, it's uniquely Kamala's. That symbol is unique to Kamala, baby. I understand there's some Pakistani Americans who might not be too flattered by this. I would like to know why. Because, I'm Puerto Rican. And we've got a Puerto Rican Spider-Man in Miles Morales. Didn't grow up around Puerto Ricans, but I feel a strong sense of pride having a superhero from my preferred publication that paid attention to that culture. It's like good looking out. It's like, oh, I've been getting your name wrong this whole time, dude. My bad. He legit didn't know his name was Bruno. And he apologized. So he's not an asshole. He wasn't being an asshole. He just genuinely didn't know. No fucks given there, dude. They better be okay, dude.